Hi, and today I thought I would share with you one of my very first awakening experiences. Now, I realize that up until now, it's often considered not appropriate to necessarily talk about experiences that people have on the spiritual journey, but I think these days it's getting more and more common, and I believe for the right people, sharing experiences of how we get insights can be helpful. So today, a lot of people have been asking me recently, and I thought I would do that today and share with you something that happened to me probably about 17 or 18 years ago now on one of my long retreats, which really did cause quite a shift in the way that I look at the world. And it happened after quite a long retreat. I was in the last few days and actually looking forward to going home and seeing my loved ones, but not in a kind of clinging way, because I really enjoyed being there and I really enjoyed making the most of the last few days of not having any responsibilities. So it was kind of, I was happy to be going home, but also happy to be there. And that's important because while clinging and grasping is really counterproductive to meditation, a sense of happiness is really productive. Anyway, I then sort of settled into my meditation practice and stopped thinking about that, because in meditation we obviously focus on the body or the breath. But my guess is that underlying sense of happiness was still somewhat of a trigger. And in this particular session, it kind of bubbled into a sense of great joy. Joy which was really so profound. It was far greater than what you would normally expect from just thinking good thoughts about, oh, I can't wait to, see my family. And it persisted for quite a long time. Now, it was a great experience, but experiences come and go. The more important thing is that what I took away from that was an absolute clear, ironclad understanding that joy comes definitely from within. At that point, I, at least perceived that there is far more joy to be had through the mind than chasing holidays and your normal everyday life attachments. And since then, of course, the teachings say that all happiness comes from the mind, and I believe that, but that's for everyone to realize in themselves. But certainly this experience gave me an idea into that, at least that a majority of happiness is self-generated. And so from that point on, I very much didn't look outward to fulfill my desires anymore. The main focus was really looking inward to see how I could generate more happiness in the mind itself. So again, I'm a person that has had sort of several small little insights. There are people who suddenly have this great awakening experience in one go, where they, just make a huge step. And then there are many others who have many little insights along the way. And I'm definitely that sort of second type of person. And this was one of the very first sort of step jumps in my journey towards, gradually more understanding and a more happy mind. So again, I hope it is inspiring to some of you out there. It's my mission now to share the fastest path that I know possible to achieve the same state, because the more people that we can have in the world that have access to internal joy and internal peace, the better this world would be. So obviously I do that in my mentoring program, and if you are looking at this in the next few days, then that is an opportunity for you to join me and a group of 7 or 8 other people to work on finding that joy within yourself. So I do hope to hear from maybe 1 or 2 of you. But for others, I hope that's interesting and sows a seed to look within rather than look without. Thank you.